Hey everybody, off the Mike Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. Holy crap! The conclusion of Friday Night SmackDown from and like not to disrespect Grand Rapids, Michigan, but they were treated to an all time moment at the end of this show. There were some good things that happened throughout the show. Obviously, you have Asuka and Randy Orton advancing. Randy Orton and Sami Zayn low key had one of the better TV matches of the year. Randy Orton goes back to the King of the Ring final. Some people are mad about that because it kind of directly predicts what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes, presuming that he beats Jey Uso on Monday on Raw. But the conclusion to this show was some of the wildest shit you're going to see in 2025. First of all, John Cena and R-Truth Ron Killings main evented this show. Let me say that again. John Cena, who doesn't work on free television, and R-Truth, who as far back as 3-4 weeks ago was fired from this company. When was the last time he ever main evented what was it, Capital Punishment? These guys main evented this show. Then they put on a serviceable match. You know, it went on for a little bit, got a commercial break, and then Cena gets the DQ as R-Truth's trying to run past him. As Cena's trying to walk out with the championship, he gets decked. Truth gets decked with the championship. It ultimately ends in a DQ. Out comes CM Punk. CM Punk tries to get a leg up on John Cena, and John Cena low blows CM Punk. He hits him with 2 belt shots and then puts him through the old Slim Jim table with the attitude adjustment. And I'm saying to myself as this goes on, are they really going to write CM? Because I know a lot of people were hoping for CM Punk to not do this match in Saudi Arabia, because a lot of people think it's a moral thing. Listen, CM Punk at some point was going to have to work in Saudi Arabia because that's just the way the WWE does business. It is what it is. And it actually played a little bit of a role into this promo that followed. What happened after this, kind of played a role, and it's played a role already deep into this storyline. And I'm like, man, are they really going to put CM Punk out of this match and maybe rewrite somebody in? Maybe they give R-Truth the match. And then John Cena gets a microphone. He gets up on the top turnbuckle, starts tapping the microphone, and he starts to talk. And he just taps the mic, saying someone be afraid of what he might say. And he said, I got a lot to get off my chest before I leave in 6 months. And I was like, these motherfuckers are about to rehash the pipe bomb. For those who don't know about the pipe bomb, this is almost to the day. Here's what's crazy about this whole thing and the timing of this. Everybody was mad that they didn't do Punk and Cena they didn't do Punk and Cena in a different location, obviously Money in the Bank or even in Chicago. But the timing of this wise is insane. It was around middle of July, 14 years ago. We're in the middle of June, almost 14 years to the day. We are literally doing the pipe bomb almost over to a T with the roles reversed. And this just got crazy because earlier in the night, they actually aired a promo of hyping up John Cena and CM Punk's history. And you guys remember the fateful line. One of the fateful lines from that promo was CM Punk basically said John Cena was the best at kissing Vince McMahon's ass. They cut out Vince McMahon from that promo. Like, very clearly you could hear. Anybody who's heard that promo over the years knows that line. So basically, John Cena said he doesn't hate Punk. He likes Punk more than anyone Punk has shared a locker room with. And Cena said Punk is better than him at one thing. You're the best bullshitter in the world. Yes, that happened. So we're off to a great start. Cena basically was like, Moxley basically said, we broke the fourth wall. Hey, I said a curse, whatever. Everybody's freaking out. Cena then said he's jealous of Punk because he convinced the people that he's the best in the world. Said, but they don't believe a goddamn word you say because you change your values as much as I changed my t-shirt. He said Punk is a loudmouth opportunist who will step on the neck of people who actually work hard if it gets him ahead. And then Cena looked into another camera. He had already looked at Stu, and basically this is where it got crazy. goes, "Hey, Claudio Castagnoli. Hey, Nick Nemeth. Hey, Matt Cardona. How you guys doing?" And he goes, "Oh, we're still on." Man, it's just saying three former WWE guys, one of whom is now and I know AEW people are going to have a lot of fun with the Claudio mention, but saying three ex WWE guys by their government names is wild on WWE television in 2025. So, um, he then Cena goes on to say, "Remember who gave you the stage for your pipe bomb, pal? Well, what have you done with it since then? You just keep regurgitating the same microphone moves of doom, the microphone moves of doom. Your promo potato salad. Hey, you're no longer the voice of the voiceless. You're a millionaire despite despite yourself. You're not a punk. You're a capitalist." And then he goes, "And you're not against TKO, man. You're Mr. TKO because they knocked your balls technically off your body. Your tweets are strong. Your actions are weak. And in Saudi Arabia, you're going to face some loud music when I finally prove to the world that each and every day, day in and day out, no days off for 25 years, I've been the greatest of all time." And literally, he ends the rest of his promo basically, just kind of ending things up. And he basically says, "Hey, you know, USA, you could have the last 2.5 minutes of your show because uh, John Cena's leaving the mother fudging building." Like, listen, I did not have this on my bingo card for something that I was going to see in 2025, but this was an amazing piece of nostalgia, an amazing piece of business to rehash this. And my question is to the people who have been in charge of this John Cena heel turn really since the moment it happened at Elimination Chamber, where the fuck has this been? The last 2 weeks on SmackDown, these two have cooked up two of the best segments that John Cena has done as a heel. This was one of John Cena's best promos ever. It was one of his best ones ever. Yes, is it a little bit like, hammed up a little bit because we knew what exactly it was, but it was done in a way where you understood exactly what he was trying to get. And for the first time really in this entire heel run, John Cena feels like a heel. He feels like a king dick. Like we never could buy him as a heel until really the last 2 weeks with, basically bribing CM Punk to basically go to Saudi Arabia to do this match. And then now, going in on him in the last 10 minutes of this show, going off the air, literally doing the same thing that CM Punk did to him almost 15 years ago that defined Punk's career and really stuck with Cena for a long time. This was amazing on so many different levels. And I don't know what the result of this match is going to be in Saudi Arabia, but I am infinitely more interested in it than I was when they initially announced it, and I was bummed out that we were going to get this match. Because the clear-cut way that it seems like that we're going to go in, at least, is Cody Rhodes is going to be challenging for the WWE Championship, but there's a lot of ways to get out of this match. And CM Punk could potentially still be challenging for the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam if there's some sort of screwed-up finish, if they run a double pin like they did at that Night of Champions in 2012. Like, there's a lot of things that they can do. There's a lot of things on the table. But this was, seriously, this was one of the best things that WWE has put on television this year. This is one of the best things that they've done all year. Because in really what has been a dead time for this company, it has been a dead time for this show, leave it to Philip Jack Brooks and John Cena to basically just re-energize and put nostalgia and bring us back to when we were all, when a lot of us in the Ruthless Aggression era were teenagers like me. Because I remember watching that promo when I was, this was when I was in college, actually. So I wasn't a teenager, but I was in college in 2011. I remember watching this and thinking, holy shit, this is the wildest shit that I've ever seen. So to see this get rehashed out in John Cena's final year against CM Punk, maybe his best dance partner, almost 14 years to the day, hats off to WWE and hats off to everybody involved in this, because this was an unbelievable piece of business. Really, I cannot wait to see this match in Saudi Arabia. I'm bummed that it is taking place in Saudi Arabia, but if that's a small price to pay to see these two wrestle a match with the story and the chemistry that they still have, I'll pay the price for it. It sucks. But, this is just the way the world works apparently. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.